Or round 6, I believe, for Tier 4. The championship battle is still alive for like the top 7 drivers in the championship. The main ones we keep watching fighting is Dak and Vertical and Connor H9999998. With me tonight on comms is Senior McBlowhole.
Good evening. Hello.
How are we?
I am your happy and cheerful blowhole as always. How are you?
Oh, you know, loving life. Back with comms, so let's see if more than 9 people can finish this race unlike in Tier 3.
Tell you what, I'll do a deal with you. If we have all finishers finish, I'll have a beer shower.
I mean, and I need to see this beer shower happen now.
You know what, I mean, after what I did on Monday, I think you can expect that to happen.
Tell you what,
so, yeah.
People are just leaving it a bit, keeping it a bit quiet here for qualifying.
I don't know about you, but we've lost half a minute already, and no one's decided to poke a nose out the pit lane yet.
Nobody wants to be the first.
I take it back. We've got movers.
4 people who've we got. Looks like we've got the Haas is going to be the first car on track, and that is Costin. So he will be the driver we ride on board with for the first flying lap around Zandvoort tonight. So we've got 3 or 4 cars coming out on track. Oh no, I think we're up to like 6 or 7 now.
Yeah, Gibb and the Ferrari's out on the track now. We've got a couple of Astons out. And of course, don't forget, Rice Krispies is on track as well, behind your favourite, Mr. Donny.
Well, you know, Donny showed some good pace this season, so let's see how well he does at Zandvoort, because this has caught quite a few people out this week, including Jay Sarge, obviously one of the fastest men we've got, and couldn't survive Zandvoort.
Yeah, rumour has it he's never finished a race here. Not to bring this up again, but he doesn't seem to like it here.
Not many people do, I think.
It's not everyone's favourite track, to be fair. I don't like it myself.
My problem is I love this track, but I've managed to finish a race here this week.
You love this track? Are you okay? Have you seen the local position? Are you feeling okay?
I had to get myself checked out, but apparently it's still normal to like this track.
Okay, I mean, Max Verstappen does. MTO made a comment earlier in the general chat saying, rumour has it, if you play the Max Max Super Max song by Pit Stop Boys, you go 1 second a lap faster.
Oh, if I'd have known that, I would have put that on during quali.
I can 100% guarantee if I heard that, I'd just fizz my Fanatec out the window and then throw myself out with it to avoid listening to it. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
A couple of yellow flags popping up.
Yeah, we've got a few. So we've got your boy Donny coming through turn 3. He's on his lap now.
Good spatial awareness here. As people are letting the faster drivers come through, they're actually on a lap.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the harder tracks to actually be courteous of other drivers, just because of how few places there are to move.
Yeah, because it's such like a flowing track or just one corner into the next, it's quite hard to not be on the racing line.
Couldn't say it better if I tried. Spot on.
Here we go. Here comes
Donny's flying.
Costing around the last corner to set the first time. I think he must have made a few mistakes because this doesn't look like the best lap. But his banker is a 117. Ocean taking for 112 straight away.
Donny's lighting up the timing screens through the first and second sector. He's a good
right on board with Donny.
And he's on top. That's a good lap, to be fair. 11.5.
Straight into the 111s.
Danny drops into 3rd. We've got a couple of guys setting times on mediums quite early on, which is interesting.
You know, as you said that, I found someone that's on mediums that loves a bit of screen time. It's Connor.
Oh, Gibbs got off at turn 1. Big off. Luckily kept it out the wall, which is good, and no one anywhere near him, so he's not invalidating anyone else's laps.
So it's a good way to go. Connor does a 12.4, straight into 3rd. 13.
Oh no, 11. Said that he's going to do a shoey if he finishes this race, and I think he should honour that.
I 100% would love to see Connor do a shoey.
I did actually make that up, but still,
out of one of my shoes.
Do it. Yes, no, both of our shoes.
Oh, both of our shoes.
After we've been for a run or something. Well. We're going all in here. It's all or nothing.
You know what? It should be one of my work boots. I wear a nice pair of rigger boots while I'm at work.
That sounds perfect. Ooh. Wear some fluffy socks as well, like brand new ones that are going to molt a bit as well.
Oh, that sounds like a plan. We got two cars that have stopped in the middle sector.
Connor's lost it in the middle sector. He's just kept on track though.
We got a man that is
definitely listening.
Out of the session, so unfortunately we'll be starting from last.
Yeah. Oh, Gibbs pulled over on the back straight. He's just letting cars through, thankfully. Oh, he's just starting his lap.
We're going to ride with the Alfa Romeos. This one is just out of pure bias because, you know, love a bit of Alfa Romeo.
You drive for Alfa Romeo? I've never heard that before. Oh, Danny lost it in the middle between turns 2 and 3. Middle track there.
That was a good quick ghost there. It's definitely Code Brown there, 317.
That was 100% Code Brown. It's not often I say this, but I'm glad Code Masters brought ghosting in.
Yeah.
Purple first sector for B17. So Code Brown turns to Code Purple.
Well, tell you what, we've got a special watcher tonight, as Martin Hills must be watching this from Andorra.
He's a very special watcher. Not as special as you, though.
Oh, cheers, mate.
In no context, I'm not sure I'm going to let you know.
Special needs me, but it's alright.
Yeah, it's alright. No, me too, mate. Me too. So this looks like quite a good lap from B17. Keeps it nice and neat for the chicane.
This is always the tricky bit, though. Is going to keep it off the curbs in the last corner.
He's got a car ahead. Will he get a cheeky toe from Snap, Crackle and Pop? Not quite.
12.4. It's not a bad lap time. Is Connor retired? No, it's Costin, sorry. Oh, a panic there.
Costin's gone. The Haas man. I'm going to stay on board with B17. We might just see where Costin's lost it, but it's the same as we saw from Man exit of turn 3.
Oh, no.
And Gecky's lost it there too.
It's cleared up pretty quick. Hopefully Gecky's...
I see 2 tyres on the side of the road though.
It doesn't surprise me how glitchy this game is still.
And Gecky's just hit another wall. He's just trying to turn it round. He's having an issue with the banking. It's hard to turn it around on that.
Yes.
He's got no front wing as well. That's not going to help him.
Quite a lot of people getting caught out by the banking. I mean, it even caught me out when I didn't even manage to set a lap time in tier 2. Coming out the last corner straight into the wall.
We've got a request from Martin of the Hills, or Martin of the Mountains, I'm going to call him this week. He's requesting a weather update. I don't have it, but if anyone is in the stream, in the session watching the stream, please let us know. I want more rain.
I think we've had enough rain this week.
On Monday, I want more rain. Everyone else has to suffer if we have to suffer. I'm sorry, I'm having that.
Tier 2 was just a pure Inters run, and it was awful. Dakar Vertical says it's dry, though.
Dakar Vertical says dry? Good. For him, I guess. Not good for me. I want rain. I want everyone to suffer like we both had to suffer.
However, right, if you have noticed that more people finished the wet race than the one dry race that we've had this week, so...
Make that make sense. Make it make sense.
I'm not quite sure what you want to take from that, but...
I don't know how to make that make sense, because, frankly, if this is nothing against Mr. Sargent, but if our 3-time reigning champion, Mr. Sargent, can't finish here in the rain, that would say that the rain here is a particularly dangerous session to have. So therefore everyone else in the dry should have it a lot simpler. Because Sarge doesn't retire very often, to be fair to him.
Martin's hoping that less than 6 safety cars will pop up, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly how many we've just had in a dry race, so...
Right. Okay, let's have safety car bingo. Pop them in the comments now if you've got a feeling of what safety car output we're going to get. Oh, he's lost it. Is it turn 3 again?
Yeah.
Mate, honestly, that's the most disgusting corner in the world. Turn 2 to turn 3 is a complex. It's so hard.
I tell you what, just trying to find a setup for this track so hard. I mean...
Wing, and more wing.
Yeah, you need wing, but... like, usually people go for, like, the 2.5, 1.5 camber setups, and I didn't think it worked around here at all.
It doesn't. Oh. It's not stable at all.
He's gone round again.
It's not. Oh, no. Oh... Paolo.
He's not having a good time.
He needs to find reverse. There's a wall there. Just in case he didn't know, there is a wall there.
I don't think he noticed.
Don't hit that 100 board. Don't hit the 100 board. Oh, well, to be fair to him, he was courteous of the other drivers. He didn't come back on track like an idiot, to quote Lance Stroll.
Like he can talk about people driving like idiots.
That was my favourite moment in Monza ever, as he said, came on track like an idiot, and then came on track like an idiot.
Well, Well, you know, Stroll and Latifi, great talents in Formula One for ruining cars.
They really are.
There again, I saw.
Ooh, Danny just took out a few brake boards in the middle sector and the double right-hander.
Oh no.
Oh dear, that's gonna ride up a few. A little shout out from Mindful Wasp, who, as always, has posted our Driver of the Day polls online. Please, not just yet, because it'd be a bit silly to vote now, but please vote for your Driver of the Day.
That's it, I'm voting now.
Do it. Vote. I think you should vote for Mann or Costin.
I'm voting for Burt Mylander.
Ocean Team is retired, and it's not turn 3. It's the final corner. He's facing the wrong way coming out the final corner. He's missing his right rear wheel.
Personally, I think that's the worst corner, so...
I've never lost it there, and I'm not racing there again, ever again, so I'm not going to have jinxed myself too much.
Board with Connor. Oh yeah, Ocean Team's car is just sat in the middle of the track, which is always a good one.
Yeah, it's just what you want to see coming out of a high-speed flat-out corner is a car where you can't avoid it. Just what you want. Kellogg's is retired now.
Where's Kellogg's gone? He's just in the penultimate corner before the final curve. That's a weird one.
That's another weird place to lose it.
To ride on board with somebody else, so we'll go with 38. He's coming up for an outlap and he's 4/10 off the pole time, so he's also trying to clear the track to let people through.
Track clear in the middle sector now, so Kellogg's car has moved. Dak Converter was 4/10 up going into the final sector, by the way. This would put him just off of Donny, depending how good his final sector is.
Connor's bumped up his lap time to 11.8, puts him up to 3rd.
It's a good lap, but his main championship rival Dak Converter was going 1 better, maybe even 2 better. Make it 3 better. He's on pole. Well, provisionally. What's a lap?
Dak Converter showing he's got the pace here again. He's been absolutely rapid this season so far.
His pace in Belgium was actually terrifying. I genuinely couldn't believe how quick he was. I did a practice session with him and instantly just thought, how are you in tier 4? How?
Well,
and then I thought, no, how am I in tier 1?
That question's been raised over Calvin as well. Probably going to be the tier 3 champ.
And Bergen, to be fair. Bergen, for a long time, both him and Calvin have been reserving tiers 1, as 38's being blocked by John Boy in middle sector, in the first sector. Not sure if John Boy was on a lap, but 38 definitely was.
That will definitely be getting reviewed by the stewards.
Yes. Please keep it clean, guys. I don't want to have a late night. I'd like to go to bed sometime reasonably tonight. Please.
Well, I'm really sorry to tell you, you are not in a great spot to get in just by doing this comms.
No.
This is not a great spot for getting an early night, this.
Agreed.
So what, E17, 4/10 up.
Ooh. That would put him on for somewhere around 5th place. I think we can safely say, as we saw in all races so far, the starting position here, whilst in a clean race is important, it's not important just because of how much chaos happens here.
I know, but you call it E17 goes into 5th place. Yeah, but it never works out for the person that's in the lead. You know, you fight so hard to like create a gap and, you know, push it as fast as you can. Somebody crashes, safety car comes out, and you're the person that loses out. Your tyres go cold, and then you have to fight for another safety car restart.
Ocean Tames just popped it into the YouTube chat that he's planning to start on the medium, so he's not bothered about DNFing and not getting another run, so he's thinking tactically already. Martin is saying 4 safety cars and Scott reckons to be 5. Right, that's it. We've got to make our predictions now. I'm going to go with 4 as well. I think Martin's right.
I'll go with
what
5.
Are you thinking? 5. You're going to match. Oh, so look at us. Oh, Bibbs just lost it in the long right hander at the start of 2nd sector. He's just done almost a 720. Oh, I'm just going to say that I've seen a reset to track from someone. I'm not going to say who.
Paul Acosta's retired.
But I definitely saw a reset to track.
Well, if it's been caught by somebody, that'll be getting another report to the stewards. Looks like they might be in for a busy night tonight. Oh, Chelsea's on a lap, 7/10 up. That's a good contender for possible pole, this.
Donny's bailed on his lap. Connor's just started his lap. Bowles in garage.
Well, I thought this was going to be a good lap, but I think Chelsea's bailed. He's now 9 seconds off the pace.
Generally speaking, that's not going to set the time on screens alight.
Not being 9 seconds off the pace.
No, rumour has it that's not a good plan.
No.
Dak Invertible has just started a lap. Let's see what he can do.
Riding on board with his rival in the Red Bull to see how he gets on. Connor's car does look pretty planted around here, to be fair. It's 2/10 up. Might stick him into third, but he's gone really slowly out the penultimate corner.
Dak Invertible failed in his lap in the first sector. He's not invalidated, he's just failed.
Yeah, Connor's just bailed in his lap as well, which is a bit weird. Donny must have bailed because it says he's like plus 30 seconds. But he's only just started a lap. I love these glitches. These glitches make commentating so much fun.
Well, they do until the session crashes and then everyone cries and claims that they've been robbed of, well, whatever they think they've been robbed of. I think it's just pure entertainment. I agree with you.
We just don't talk about that stream. That stream just doesn't exist anymore.
Last week? Yeah, last week, no, it was just a normal race. I believe Connor just retired and everyone else got across the line at the same time to get 25 points each. That's what happened.
Oh,
100%.
yeah. 100%. That sounds plausible.
Yeah. So Donny's coming through the final corner.
Ooh, that was close to the curb there.
He was a bit twitchy in the exit there. He's about to run over ERS, heads the line, and he's on pole! 11-1. Quadruple 1.
Jackaville starting a new lap. Connor's on another lap. Oh, Connor's invalidated.
Oh dear, that'll be Connor's qualifying done then.
We will ride with Dacavirtle to see if he can snatch pole.
Who else is on there? 38 is a quarter of a second up in the first sector. I've just jumped through to see where he is. I know he's about half a second down on these guys, but if he can put together a good lap, he could score the party.
Dacavirtle was only 0.03 of a second up in the first sector.
38's at the end of his second sector, and he's half a second up, so as it stands, 38 could score the party after all.
2/10 up for Dacavirtle.
This is going to be tense. 38's in the final corner now. Over the line he goes. 38 goes fastest, 11-0.
I think this one might beat it.
Come in. Is Dacavirtle going to beat it? Oh, so close!
Must have lost it all in the last sector.
Damn. Oh, wow. 38 just stole the show.
And Biff's retired.
He's still on that could set a lap. Chelsea, he's down in the first sector. I don't think he's going to be able to do too much from here. And he's at the moment. Oh, yeah, that's Chelsea's lap. Absolutely chalked. Stuvine, he's just tiptoeing around to get out of the way of other people. And I believe that leaves just Gecky Matthews as someone who can set a time, and he's 8.5 seconds off. So I somehow don't think he's gonna.
I think he's going for pole there.
Should be our grid. Yeah, it's 100% tier 1 pole.
Right.
So that should be our grid.
So we will go through the grid then. If we got 38 on pole with an 11-0, which is a fantastic lap. Followed by Donny in second. Dacavirtle was made third with his championship rifle in fourth. So that will definitely make for an interesting race start. The two Alfa Romeos in 5th and 6th of E17 and Chelsea. Kellogg in 7th, Stuvine 8th, Ocean Tame, RSC, Danny and Paul Acosta 9th, 10th and 11th. Johnny Smooth in 12th, TJ Goodyear 13th, Costin in 14th, Gibbon 15th, Biff is in 16th, Luke Chard 17th, Geke in 18th, John Boy 19th and Man rounds us out in 20th. hopefully the race isn't quite as action-packed as that quali session for crashes.
Oh, do you know what? Well, if tiers 1, 2, and 3 are anything to go by, it's going to be. I mean, we both found out from a loss of chaotic racing earlier this week, and obviously we've just seen in tier 3 only moments ago. This track is immune from a clean race. It just cannot happen.
You know what? I agree. I don't think it can. It's the curbs here are brutal.
Effect. Oh yeah, no, we'll blame the curbs. Yeah, sorry. I was trying not to bring my anti-Max Verstappen hatred party into this, but no, we'll blame curbs. We'll blame curbs. The sausage curbs.
The curbs are horrible. The camera on the corners is horrible.
Yes, everything about them. I don't like this track.
Yeah, I've noticed.
The Ocean team on a medium did get the top 10, so he will start on that tyre. He's a little bit, you could say, the joke in the back with his option for a strategy.
I mean, to be fair, the alternative strategy is probably the best one here.
Definitely.
To get that.
We didn't get to find out because, you know, we had slightly soggy, moist, damp soaking sessions.
I know. The Inters aren't very fun around here.
Yeah. I just find this track is not fun in general, but the wet made it absolutely lethal.
That's why I can't wait for the new game, to be fair. After watching all the YouTubers, to say that the wet physics are actually vastly improved, so it actually feels like you've got some kind of grip.
Hold on, do you say grip in the rain?
Well,
what is the meaning of this?
That's what I have heard through the grapevine of YouTube.
I don't know what that means. That wet rain. I mean, I'm not what wet rain is, but wet rain and grip. No, it's not possible.
I hate that wet rain. That wet rain, just not very fun.
Dry rain. Dry rain is more fun.
Dry rain is pretty good.
Our small talk is definitely top tier. I don't think anyone can question it. YouTube chat, what have you got for us? Martin's doing some complimentary comments and forms, and he says, "Are we wearing clogs?" I'm gonna pretend I am, but I'm not. Special cakes.
Oh my god!
Martin, I don't partake in the special cakes. However, you can have one for me, my friend. Have one for me.
Chris, if you just have a read of what Martin's just put in the comments.
Oh no. I'm going to read it out. For those who aren't looking at any YouTube comments, Martin, our glorious leader, has posted, "I have an image of Morgan, aka the Stubmeister, dancing slowly in a window, wearing some undergarments and forms, and blowing kisses at me while I walk past in the street." You know what? If only that was the case. I will drive to Middlesbrough right now to make that happen for you, Mr. Hills. I'll do it.
Let's go. I'll go get my clogs.
I'll get Red Car Rambo and Mark Hodge while I'm on the way, because they're basically en route.
Yeah, we'll use his showroom where he works. That seems like a good place for a dance.
That sounds like a good place for a bash.
Oh, well, we won't talk about bashing on the stream. It never ends well.
Well, Connor is here, so
hold on.
Connor is always up for a bash.
We'll give him his screen time. He loves screen time in that Red Bull.
He does. He always says to me, "Why don't I get more showing?" And I think it's because he gets an unfair advantage of our extra weight giving him downforce, and that we can't allow that.
Well, look at all that weaving behind his rival. It's almost like he wants to hit that convertible.
You know what? I'm going to say it. Connor isn't going to finish this race. That is my prediction.
Connor, dive bomb, first corner.
Right, you heard it. You hear it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Connor, apparently Martin Hill's put Connor for the win tonight, so apparently
so
our predictions.
Complete contrast of opinion here.
Our predictions just aren't as fun as his.
Or is it flip the world rather than for the win? Here's the thing, it's interpretation. I'm not sure.
If maybe he's gone full Yoda, it's finished they won't.
Finish they won't. Go full Yoda.
Full Yoda.
Love it. So the grid's lined up. Here we go.
And the camera angle I've been given is really good at the back of the grid.
Yeah, I've got the same one. No matter who I look at. Oh wait, no. If I look at the last person, I see the front. Perfect.
I can see the back of the grid, but it looks like it's away we
good
go.
Start from the Donny. Donny's at the first.
Connor's,
oh no, I take it back. 38's retaking the lead. Dak and Verbal behind him.
Connor's kept it clean, didn't go for the dive that we predicted.
TJ's gone. Oh, we got spinning turn 4. We got chaos. Oh my days.
Kellogg's out. Is that a safety car? 5 seconds, Paul Acosta.
Team.
There we go. That is the safety car.
Oh, we've got an absolute pile-up, and there it is, safety car number 1. Safety car bingo is... Oh, hold on a minute. We've got Paolo Costa going very slowly in the first sector, and we've got more chaos and debris everywhere.
Now, if you are one of the soft runners, I know it is very early, but would you just bin them off? Because they only last about 10 laps, 10 to 12 laps, I reckon.
I didn't even get that. I was getting, when I was doing trial runs, about 7 or 8 laps on a good day. I would bin them off, put a set of hards on or mediums on, and wait for what will surely be the next safety car.
So, safety car chat?
Did you know?
I didn't know.
Not to say... Oh, do you not know? Oh, I heard that the bird is the word. No, did you know there are many DJs that come from the land of the Nedders? The Netherlands.
I did not know.
So you've got the likes of Avicii, for example. I'm sure you've heard of him. Ooh,
I've heard of Avicii.
Virtual's pitted! And Chelsea!
That is a bolt. Surely you have to go hards.
They're going to have to go hard or go home, surely. I'm going to call Chelsea Tottenham from now on.
Dakaverbal's gone for mediums. Who else is pitting?
Paolo Costa. Penalties are not the way to go about this race. There will be a safety car with a few laps to go. You do not want penalties. Also,
Man's gone hard.
10 seconds already.
Johnny Smooth's gone hards.
Yeah, I was going to bring up the tyre information. It lets me.
I'll go with suggested.
No one's listening to us about going harder or home, are they? They're not liking our comments.
Nope.
People listen to us.
Only 2 people have put the hards on.
Wise. We are wise. We finished our races.
No, I didn't.
Wait, didn't you? I thought you did.
I haven't finished a single race this week so far. And I've tried it twice.
Well, if you listen to us, 50% of us have finished a race. That means 50% chance of also finishing a race by listening to us.
6 times out of 10 works every time.
Yeah, 6% of the time it works every time. That was another Anchorman quote, wasn't it? You did an Anchorman quote at Silverstone, I remember hearing that. With you and the Hornet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing better than a bit of Ron Burgundy.
I drank a whole bottle of ketchup once because I thought it was wine.
Look, is that a hand grenade? Oh dear. 38 wants to mount the safety car. It's going to try and keep it a little bit PG. And by mounting, that's not very PG. But,
right up his chuff.
Connor would have been saying it was up his chuff, I agree. I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but if you know who David Batty is, that's where I was going to go with it.
Oh, okay.
If you don't know who he is, then we'll just leave that there. Anywho, we'll go with Chuff. Chuff's a little bit safer.
Yeah, Chuff is the PG version.
Speaking of PG, I prefer Yorkshire to PG tips.
Oh no, we're not going to bring the tips into this, are we?
Oh, just a tip, yeah. Anyway, speaking of drinks, today is International Beer Day, did you know? And in the Netherlands, the beers of choice they have there, Amstel, which is my personal favourite, and Heineken, who sponsor F1. There we go,
I do like a bit of Amstel, to be fair.
Yeah, I like Amstel.
And as Gav would say, to play it safe, other beers are available.
Yes, other beers are on the market. Please no one report us for bias or... Wait, we're not allowed to promote alcohol, are we? Technically.
Are we not?
I don't know, are you allowed to?
Try the
alcohol-free versions,
yeah.
They're 0%. We recommend those, and don't drink and drive. Or drink and stream if you're in MRC.
We've done a lot of drinking and streaming, that's where most of the F-bombs come from that we've had over the seasons.
I heard that is why Connor's going to DNF, is because he is on the Jack Daniels already.
Connor isn't man enough to drink Jack Daniels. He's drinking pink gin.
I like pink gin. I'm sorry, pink gin is an excellent drink. I will not have that. Oh dear. Well, we've managed to get through one safety car. We're gonna have to think of some more for the next one.
Alright,
drop some stuff in the comments if you're watching. We love some chat and some chit. So, anywho, safety car's on the way in. Can 38 drop a nice
Oh my
restart?
god, how close does Donny want to get up for the restart?
Donny, this is a friendly reminder if you're listening. You're not allowed alongside under safety car. Back off, lad. Anyway.
That is the new rule for this year, but it wasn't for the 21.
Ooh, Donny's on the way in. He's at the inside.
Last of the late breakers. Is he going for it? Ooh.
38's brake late. Donny's on the inside still.
Donny's gone!
Connor's up to second. There's his plug. And we've got, RC Danny on the back of Bildy Boldy. And Costin's holding off the convertible.
We've got so many alcoholic beverages now being mentioned in the chat.
Brilliant, right. Oh, John Boy's gone. John Boy has gone.
Where's John Boy gone? Is that turn 3?
Oh dear.
It's just the yellow flag, it's thinking about it.
Mark the Simba Dennison agrees with me about pink gin. Thank you, Marky boy. Always knew you were a top fella.
Maybe he's drinking like an apple teeny or something then.
What, Connor? Yeah, he'll be on apple teeny. Or he'll be on Perry. He'll be on Perry. The pear cider for Connor. Out push. Dan, SFR, Energy Man, McConville. He likes old fashioned. What is it with people in American drinks?
I mean, I've always wanted to try an old fashioned. It's trying to find someone that serves it. That was the problem.
Clearly, Dan's a man of an acquired taste. Martin still says Connor FTW, which interpret that as you wish, whether that's for the wall or for the win. I'm going with for the wall. Bring on the wall. Ooh, Biff's gone. We've lost the 4th car. Tell you what, I said only 12 cars are going to finish. I'm starting to think I might have gone a bit low.
Well, coming out the last corner, that, so...
Got no safety car for those 2 DNFs there, which is interesting. I would have thought we'd had one.
I know, I'm quite surprised to be fair. You know what, we'll watch a battle down the field. It's Stuvine versus Connor.
There it is. The virtual's here.
Just jumped on board to watch the Stuvine Connor fight just as the virtual hit. And another penalty for Paul Acosta.
And Ocean Tamer's got one too. As I said earlier, guys, don't get too many penalties. You will regret it.
Especially around here where the safety car keeps bunching everybody back up.
I can't remember when was the last one in Tier 2, because the last one in Tier 1 was on lap 34 it came in, so we had 2 laps at the end of racing, which absolutely chaotic. Wouldn't wish it on anyone.
I tell you what, who's got a benefit out of this. I hadn't actually kept an eye on like the places and stuff, but Dak Convertible straight back up into 6th place.
38's lost it. 38's blown it. He lost it in the chicane.
That is
He's lost it again in the final corner. He's gone.
Oh, somebody's lost a bit of a wing there going down the main straight. I'm not quite sure who that is. I think that is 38.
38 has lost it at the worst possible time, and it looks like he's not lost any from his wing, but
I definitely just saw somebody clip the wall, but I can't.
Paulo Costa again speeding in the pit lane. Does he know how to?
To be fair, the pit lane limit here is ridiculous at 37 mile an hour. It is so low.
It is too slow. The entry and the exit are too tight as well, in my opinion.
Spa's definitely one of the worst pit entries.
Oh, it's awful. Spa and pit exit for Silverstone are my least favourite.
No.
That would be the worst combination.
Worst pit exit is Yas Marina. We have to go.
I don't mind it.
We have to go under the track in that little tunnel and back up again.
I quite like it. Oh, Donny's. Is it Donny? No, Man's gone at the end of the first sector. The long right-hander.
Those hard tyres obviously aren't quite working for him. Johnny Smooth's not doing too bad at it. Up into 7th.
It's not going well for the Mercedes. The 2 Silver Arrows are 12th and 13th. They're having a bit of a tough time.
They must be driving the 22 car.
So Connor's up to the lead. Following all this chaos. Martin's come about for the win, for the wall, for the wine, for the
chode.
Whatever. For the chode, yeah. I think Connor's just chasing the chode. Bergen's a fan of the Disaronno. Bergen, if you're listening, Disaronno and Cranberry, try that. It's a cracking combination.
No, what you need is Disaronno and JD, the Godfather. That's a good cocktail, that.
I know what you're referring to. Personally, Long Island iced tea, that's what I like to get going.
Oh, Costa's just... Costa's just saw Costa make a move on Luke Charge for 9th place. Was the closest battle we've had.
Not letting Connor get away either, you know. Connor's having to work for this.
He had stretched the gap out. I think the gap was 1.3 seconds at the end of the last lap, so...
B17's not far back either.
I think that's going to help Connor, is the fact that E17 will start gaining on Stuvine.
Oh, we've got yellow flag first sector. We've got a Mercedes round.
It's Donny.
It's Donny again. He's having a mare. Oh dear, what's happened to him? He's just about got it going, but he's down in last of the running cars. I think his tyres might be a bit cooked. Can we get some fresh boots on, lad? Go again.
Tell you what, we've got a third car on hards there. The RFC Danny, Baby Gav.
Oh, Connor's lost on the edge of the final corner. He's just kept out of the wall, but Stuvine's got a cracking run on him into turn 1. He backs out of it though. Ooh. Connor had a moment there. He just kept out of the wall though.
He has had some cracking saves this season. I mean, that save that he had at Cops and Silverstone was pretty much world class.
Go on about that. Johnny Smooth as well. We've got a fifth retirement already.
That is on. Oh, safety car.
And another safety car. Okay.
Here you go, number 2.
Number 2. Only, not just under a quarter of the way into the race.
I can't believe Jack Avertwell's already back up into 4th after his pit stop so early.
Costing 5-second penalty for collision with Luke Shard. What has happened there? I'm sure we'll see it in the series later.
Do you reckon that the soft runners should pit? Connor will 100% move out to his right. Oh, Connor's off on the grass. Gone.
Connor's lost it. He's dropped to 4th. Wow. Martin, what was that about the Connor for the win? Terry Goodyear says it. TJ Goodyear, who has unfortunately retired from this race, is also backing Connor, his comrade, for the win. Mandy, the wife of the Lion King, is on the JD and Disaronno and Coke. Well, whatever happens in the Simba household, it sounds wild. I'm coming over. Give me an invite, Mandy. Not in a weird way. I know Simba will be there too. I want to see both of you.
Keys in a bowl.
Keys in a bowl. Yeah, it's wife swap, but I haven't got a wife, so Simba will have to use his right hand. Anyway. Ryan says that converter was flying. I tell you what, a flying converter would be absolutely terrifying in real life if you had one.
That's what we need now. We need to see like Top Gun, but he's just got no canopy on his plane. See how long he lasts.
Top Gun, but it's just a Ferrari with no roof.
Yeah,
that's what I want. That's something that you'd probably get in GTA.
Is it going to be Ferrari when Dakavert wasn't a McLaren?
Ooh, I might have messed up. Okay, fine. We're going to get a McLaren Senna with no roof.
I reckon that would actually look really nice, though, to be fair.
I think it would, you're right.
Or even nice, what's that new super fast one they've made, the McLaren Speedtail?
I know which one you mean.
I'll tell you what though, I've just noticed the interesting strategy call for Stuvine and Connor, both gone for new softs. Which means they've definitely just...
car, aren't they?
Yeah, they've definitely just cemented themselves into the 2-stop.
It'd be interesting to see, because I'm clicking through now, no one's fuel lights flashing, so no one's really gambled on the fuel for this race. Which we're
probably for the best
fuelers later on.
Because I mean,
I'm fine by the way. I'm not feeling crazy at all. I've had my medication. I'm fine.
I'm not crazy. My mum had me tested.
Yeah, I'm not crazy. My mum just says I'm special.
With a capital R.
Yes. Martin's betting on another safety car. Well, Martin, this is the second one, and you did actually bet on a 4th safety car, so you're betting on 2 more safety cars. Anyway, that's
no, we need 3 more safety cars to win.
No, me and Martin need 4. You and Mr. Scott need 5.
Martin keeps putting Connor for the wall. I don't know what he's got to get.
Wall, yes, bring on the wall. Do you remember that programme was on BBC?
Oh yeah.
And just for the peace of mind for everyone here, there are other programmes on other channels like ITV, Channel 5, and UK TV Gold, or whatever it's called nowadays. Dave. So anyway. Got a feeling of waters, Martin. Martin, if you've got a water infection, please see your local GP, or whatever they have in Spain as your equivalent. If you're not feeling well, please go and see someone. You're too important to lose.
Maybe it's like Connor for the water then?
There's
no water around Zandvoort.
Connor for the water. Oh, there's a sea nearby. The sea's next to it. So
what you're going to say is that Connor's going to hit someone's diffuser and fly across the track and into the sea.
And Dyke Converter was going to go with him. We'll see the flying car with no roof going through the air. But the prophecy's going to come true. Martin, I can't repeat that out loud, but if that's the case, please don't put it near any person if you're in a bedroom with them. Please protect them and yourself.
This is definitely not the safety car chat I expected tonight.
You know what? We said it was going to be calmer without Gav around, without the bullseye Banshee, but I think it's got worse.
It has got worse. At least there's less sausages.
I don't know about that.
What?
I don't know.
Either way, the safety car's coming in. That convertible will take the lead of the race.
So, interesting, the convertible pitted quite early, but it's still on some old tyres. Gecko Matthews has not. Well, has he pitted? No.
No.
And Chelsea's on some old tyres too.
Gecko's had a great race so far.
Legends is in 7th on a hard, and Chard behind him is on some relatively old mediums too. So, everyone on different strategies here. Gecko Matthews giving Dak Convertible a bit of a tough time at the final corner, but we're going.
I wonder if those 2 lap difference in age are going to make a difference between the first and second.
We all know that.
Sent up the inside.
Gecko the inside. I was just about to say that a little bit extra age sometimes does save someone from some trouble, but we'll leave that there.
Are we going to see some Red Bull team games here for Gecko turn us slow up? Yeah.
Oh, that's a good shout actually. If I was Gecko, I would definitely think about it.
I don't know if they're in a party or anything together, but it could be on the cards. You know that Red Bull loves some team orders.
We just hit the weekend. No fighting.
Yeah, it's such a.
Max proceeded to fight Perez and go past him. So
it's such a subtle one. Like, didn't think anybody would notice, but I don't really.
Convertible's alongside Gecko. Well, he's backed out of it. Wise. It's a horrible corner to go for.
Ocean Team's gone.
Ocean Team's gone on the exit of the double right-hander. Oh, we're going to get another safety car.
It's thinking about it.
Stu Vine at the inside of Chelsea. These new softs are definitely working on that McLaren, and we have a virtual.
Are we going to see any racing tonight?
Well, we're on lap 11. We've had 2 virtuals and 2 fulls. So,
does that technically class as 4 safety cars?
No, Gav was very strongly wording of it with me a couple of races ago when I tried to argue this. He said it has to be a car on track. With Burnt Mylander in it.
I was going to say there's 14 cars on track.
You know what? I've had enough of your cheat, Morgan. I was going to call you Stubmeister to make you feel good, but it's going to be Stubinator from now on. You'll be demoted to Stubinator.
That's right. I got demoted myself the other day when I let loose the Steuben Barrichello. Just demoted myself straight to number 2 driver.
That was good. I quite liked that. Oh, that's a twist I hadn't thought. Yeah, no, don't do that. Steuben Barrichello does sound good, but yeah.
It means I have to let my teammate pass at the line every time.
And then sometimes go like half a tenth wrong.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened Monday. Yeah. I'm just saying that. I just took my own car out just to let Hornet take my points, but I didn't have any points. So.
Speaking of team game, Ryan of Rambo has stated Steve Ryan will play the team game as well for Dak Convertible. Well, if he does, he's gonna really.
You know what we've missed in the middle of all this again?
We've not missed anything. We're having fun.
Look down in 11th.
Connor's gone hard. Ooh, when did that happen? How did we miss that?
I'm not too sure, but I mean the hards will definitely do 24 laps, but.
Oh yeah, the hards will go to the ends. They'll be slow. We've got both McLarens about to absolutely penetrate the back of that Red Bull.
Gecko's doing a great job of defending from the 2 McLarens.
He is. He's going to have to work hard though, because we know Dak Convertible's fast. Stu Vine's no slouch, and on those new softs, he will be rapid. He'll be like a rampant rabbit.
I mean, he's kind of being held up by his teammate, which is an interesting team strategy, I guess.
Team game here, Dak Convertible let Stu Vine through. Let him get past Gecko Matthews, hold him up so you can get through, and then Stu Vine let Dak Convertible through and just barrier everyone else from him. That's the clever game to play.
That would definitely be the...
Dak Convertible want to take it on track. Oh, he's listening to me. He's listening.
This is what happens when you give out strategies.
Wow. Oh, we've got Mercedes off. It's Man's lost it on the hard tyre.
I mean, I definitely think you have to pit for what's he going to try and... There's no way he's getting to the end on those hards anyway, but...
No. Oh, Stu Vine's just got across the curb. He'd have definitely got a warning for that one. Hopefully no damage. Okay, so Stu Vine, he's lining up the man that is Gecko Matthews. He's all over him. It's like a trump on chips. He's alongside.
The extra grip he's got on those softs is unreal, to be fair.
DRS is so powerful.
Donny's retired.
Donny's retired. Oh, Gaki Matthews nearly swiped
Another
out
virtual
Steve
safety
there.
car. Safety car.
Full safety car. Full safety car. Ooh. Right, so this is number 3. On lap 14, on safety car 3, I think my 4 was a bit of a bold prediction.
I'm
And I
happy I
think 12
went with
finishes with a
5.
bold prediction.
I know we're down to 13 now.
4. Yeah, 13. Oh no, that means I can only have one more safety car and one more retirement. Well, I'm looking silly. But coming back to the beer and the alcohol, I don't have to have a beer shower because we've had retirements. So that's good. Thank you, everyone.
Everybody just heard and everyone's just crashing just to make sure you didn't have to do it.
Everyone just tiptoes round just so I have to have a beer shower.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to make a call out on the stream here. Bergen promised me he'd do a shoey if we got a podium together ever. And he hasn't done it. Bergen, sort it out. Beer, shoe, now.
Can't believe you just wouldn't do it for you.
It's a letdown. We agreed. It was a gentleman's agreement. We shook gentleman's sausages in agreement of this, and he hasn't done it. He's not followed through.
He said yet.
Yeah, you better do it. Come on, Bergs, I know you're listening. Mediums to the end from here, Bergen. I don't know what you're smoking, mate. Both McLarens are in. That was bold. And Stuvine speeds in the pit lane. He was far too fast. Oh no, Stuvine. And now Mr. J. Kane's going to have to sit and wait for him.
I mean, they'll still probably save some time, but double stacking is
it's not
never really the way to go.
Mediums to the end from here, Bergen. I'll be honest with you. 18 laps on the medium here, you can do it. They'll be slow.
Yeah, the hards are definitely probably still the best tyre because tyre wear around here is pretty brutal, especially that front left.
Oh, it's absolutely disgusting, the tyre wear here. I mean, it's hard enough to have a good lap here as it is. But as soon as you get a bit of tyre wear, hit the wrong curb, that's it. See you later.
RFC Danny's out.
We got another retirement. Right, no more retirements, everyone, because I like winning bets. So no one else is allowed to retire. That's the rules.
I mean, I can't see it happening because
no,
Zandvoort is on a mission to just take people out tonight.
If Zandvoort can take a 3-time champion of MRC, it can take anyone. And it's proving to do so. So, interesting fact for you here. Half the field are on hard tyres and half are on mediums.
Man up there in 4th and 12-lap-old hards. I mean, this restart's probably not going to be the best, but...
He literally just lost it from only about three laps to go in the middle sector. So, if I was anyone on more than 10 laps on the tyre, I'd be putting a fresh set on right now.
Geke, I think he's...
Geke is just going to play the team game and hold up here, surely.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stretch those mediums out, trying to go to the softs for the end.
Well, if there's another safety car, he's laughing. As will I.
Need number 2, told you.
Bergen, I'm not the tyre whisperer. I was panicking on my tyres. They're not safe. Ryan Redcar Rambo Barber says one stop was fine. Yeah, but Ryan, you are exceptional with your tyre wear. It's a well-known fact that your tyre wear is brilliant. So you're just a freak of nature.
Well, you
Ryan
know.
Hills, he's supporting what you were saying about F122 being an improvement, and he's apparently you get expected tyre life when you do your pit stop on the new game. That'll be interesting to have.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot better when you're having to remember what it said the deltas would be from before you even start the race.
That'd be really good if we can get that on the stream as well. Like if we're on a pit stop and it comes up saying they're going to this tyre, it should go this long. That'd be quite interesting to see, actually.
Sure will.
Bergen's predicting that Gaki Matthews is going to one-stop and just go on to the softs later on, which is what you were saying. So
he's kind of got to from here, from the fact he hasn't pitted. It's kind of cemented him into that sort of strategy.
Yeah, he's definitely playing the Mark Webber kind of fiddle here for Sebastian Conor Vettel.
That should be his new Discord now. This is going to be a tough restart for Geke, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Con Vettel.
Conbastian Vettel. Oh, that's it. Conbastian Vettel. Okie dokie. 38 cutting corners behind the safety car. Come on, lad. Oh, we've got This is weird. Man's really dropped back off from Boldy and Geke. If Geke had backed up the field a little bit more, he might have been able to have gone and just left the rest of the field for dead. And he has now gone.
I think he was trying to go for a late one, but it's not really worked out for him. He's taken E17 with him.
The only late one I want to go for is a late drink.
Well, you could do that on International Beer Day.
Oh, I am. You better be joining me for a beer here. I really hope you are.
You know, I might partake.
Oh, got Dak Convertible going around the outside of Gibb, and he's held it. Nice room left by Gibb, to be fair, very fair. And Costin's just gone past Gibb. Oh, Costin's put Gibb in the wall! He's somehow kept going, but he's got some wing damage as Gibb. Oh, collision between the two of them. That will get reviewed later, I am sure.
Not quite sure what's happened to Chelsea as well. Down in 12th. He's quite a way off the back of the pack already.
He's very far behind. 8.5 seconds behind. Wow. Oh, he's got front wing damage. Front right end plate's gone on the Alfa Romeo. Oh dear.
It's a bit of a shame. Both the Alphas did a really great session in quality.
Inside of Geke Matthews. Oh, he's had to cut the corner. He's hit. Oh, we've crashed. E17's around.
That is definitely going to be one for the
He's
stewards.
in the wall. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Going to be a safety car.
Surely.
No.
No, so we've had 2 crashes and 1 happened. No safety car. Wow.
See if E17 comes into the pits as he might have wing damage.
Oh, we've got man up around the outside of Geke Matthews and the team McLaren side by side. Dak Convertible now ahead of Stuvine. Team games definitely being played.
Sure is.
Costin's in the pits. E17's in the pits.
Man is
hards looks fast.
Shows that the hards have definitely got the better tyre life over those mediums.
1000%. Dak Convertible though on the brand new mediums, he's got some pace in him right now. He's hungry. He's hungry in Holland.
He knows he needs those points after some poor points finishes recently, so just to keep those championship hopes alive.
It's definitely very much of a Verstappen Hamilton-esque fight between himself and Conor Concoxter.
You know, Connor's back up into 5th, so we'll be hoping he can make a few more places to try and catch his rival.
Connor's just jumped onto this fight here, so we've got 2 McLarens, 2 Red Bulls and a Mercedes all fighting for the lead here. It's quite a fight.
We'll see where Geke and Man come out after their pit stop, so that's going to be a big factor in where the hell this fight goes on.
Geke will be doing Connor a favour by holding them all up here, as will Man. Connor runs a bit wide in that final corner exit there. The longer that Geke stays out, the better this is for Connor. Kellogg's already tired, so that's fine. Just left the session.
We're doing well.
All over Man through the exit turn 1. He's up the inside into turn 2. Bale's out of it though. And Connor, nearly goes to the back of Stuvine. That would have made stewarding walks between the 2 assistant head stewards later if they collided.
We'll go down and watch the battle between the Red Bull and the McLaren.
It's on board with Connor now. It's so hard to follow and so hard to pass here, so Connor's going to have his work really cut out if he wants to make that pass. Stuvine's on newer and softer compound tyres than him. We've got a yellow flag in the final corner. It's Gibb. He's gone round again, final corner.
At least he's still in the race though.
He is. I think he's still got damage from that collision he had. DRS in action for these guys here. They're all so close. Connor right up the chuff from Stuvine. Those two definitely have a lot of respect for each other.
It's one of those times where
keep it clean, boys.
If anything goes wrong, it's going to go wrong massively for him.
Oh yeah, this isn't going to be a small tap and through you go. It's going to be stuck cable race or a big collision. You can just tell with these 5 all being this close.
It's going to be like a really great fight, so it could end in disaster any second.
It is. Oh, Man's at the inside of Geke. He's backed out of it again. Wise, not a good place to go for him. He turns 2 and 3. Connor's on the inside. Ooh, Connor's bailed out of that one. It's hard to look away from this top 5 fight. I know there's more chaos going elsewhere, but this top 5 is impossible to look away.
Wonder how late that Geke and Man are going to leave it before they come in for some fresh tyres. But Connor's got past Stuvine. Albeit he'll be absolutely dying to get on the back of Dak Convertible now. So this is such a tense fight up front. Like less than a second that covers pretty much the top 4-5 cars. It's turned to like a bit of a DRS train, I think.
Yeah, it's starting to spread a little bit though. It's not quite as tight as it was. Oh, man and Convertible are so close again though. 2 tenths between the two of them. Geki Matthews is doing a fantastic job on these 20-lap mediums. Really doing a cracking job.
Yeah, didn't really notice he'd actually done 20 laps on them.
Everyone else on the whole track has got better tyre wear than him. He is doing a fantastic job.
Widest Red Bull in the world.
Connor's past Stuvine. So
can he get past his rival though?
His next man is Dak Convertible, who's on younger and softer tyres than him. Will his hard compound tyres come into play? As time goes on, they will.
I think that, you know, Geke and Man's tyres, they're really holding people up through this like middle sector where everybody's got the grip to go faster.
Yeah, definitely. And to be fair to them both, they're very clean and they're very efficient and not making mistakes. They're hanging on. Really, Dak Convertible is so close to the back of Man. Geke's getting just enough drive out of these corners to pull away from Man on the straights, which then gives Man the slip in the DRS to stay ahead of Dak Convertible. But this time, Dak Convertible looks that bit closer, as does Man.
So what, 38 is also now joining this fight.
Man's made it's a collision between Mercedes and the Ferrari! So, and Red Bull, even. What's a Ferrari? Wow. Geke keeps the lead, but there was definitely collision between the two.
Stuvine's got back past Connor as well.
We've got a yellow flag at turn 1. Looks like Paolo Costa's had a moment. And 38 has joined the party. 38 has joined the top 5, now top 6 fight.
2 tenths off the back of Connor. We'll go back and ride on board with 38. As he stares at the back of that Red Bull.
For Dak Convertible to see Stuvine through. And Dak Convertible's at the inside of Man. What a move. Dak Convertible, he's not waiting around. He wants this win. That was a crucial move for this race.
Sure does.
Now he will fight Geke for the lead.
Tell you what, I think it's doing him a great amount of favours. Oh, there's a big bit of contact between 38 and Connor.
Yeah, Connor's dropped behind him now. That's really not what he wanted. Dak Convertible making a place and hit Connor losing 2 is a nightmare for him.
Right on board with Dak Convertible. Geke's tyres are definitely dead now.
Stuvine's got the final corner. Stuvine's got. He's out. Stuvine's out.
It's got to be a safety car. Will that be number 4?
Car, surely. Well, we're down to 11 runners now. Oh wow. Dak Convertible's at the inside of Man in turn 1 and Geke. Geke's struck behind. In fact, Geke's down to 4th. He's in a mare. 38 up to 3rd. What a lap that's been for him to go from 6th to 3rd. Wow.
Geke will more than likely let his teammate past as well. Now he's down to 4th.
Yeah, you'd expect so. No safety car somehow after that incident. I'm quite surprised.
Same here. It's right in the middle of the pit straight, so...
That would have been... real life, that would have been a red flag.
Well, I think most of these crashes would have been red flags.
Yeah, 100%. Connor all over the back of Geke. Team game needs to be played here from Geke. Yep, and he lifts off the throttle, he lets Connor through. That's the team tactics. Christian Horner on the blower.
Man will definitely be having to pit within the next few laps as well, so that'll be another place for Connor up into the podium step.
Yeah, surely. Connor will have massive pace on him. 38. While he's got that penalty, he could have some pace. Dak Convertible just roaring away.
He needed it, to be fair. He needed to get up front, he needed to make that gap. I'll tell you what, Man's not really dropping off the back of 38, to be fair, with 21 lap old hards.
Those hards really are hanging on. Paolo Costa's ahead of Geke Matthews as Geke's just jumped into the pits for a set of softs. It'll be a real fast car with those on, but will the softs have the pace at the end?
Can I flick position change on? Yep, we can have a look at the position changes, see who the big winners and losers are. So we've got Manners up 17 places from the start of the race. We've got Luke Chard and Geke both up 11 places, so lots of big movers.
Yeah, impressive. Obviously, with as many DNFs as we've had as well, it's inevitable to see a few big movers, at least. Just having a quick look at penalties. The only person with an active penalty on the track right now is 38 with 3 seconds. So everyone else who had a penalty is either retired or they served it in the pits.
Yeah, 3-second penalties should definitely come into play as long as Connor can catch him at the end of the race.
Dagenvert with another fastest lap. He's really shifting. He's now got 2.6 to 38.
Can't really afford not to shift at this point, to be fair.
No, he's got to go. He's got to go. Man in the third, still going. Paulo Costa's ahead of Connor. Connor's pitting. Interesting that. Connor's putting a set of hards, sort of set of softs on. So Connor, who could have probably gone to the end on those hards, just not fancying it. He's playing a clever game potentially.
Maybe he's chasing fastest lap or something, but he's definitely lost a lot of track position, so
yeah.
Maybe hoping for like a late safety car.
Oh, sector 1 yellow flag. Oh, is it Geke? Geke's gone at turn 1. He's just put a brand new set of softs on. He was on his first flying lap on them, and he's lost it at turn 1.
You definitely won't be happy with that.
On middle sector. Dagenvert was flying. 3 seconds clear of 38 now. He's 4 clear of man.
The question is, how many places can Connor make back to get his championship hopes alive?
Connor's gonna have to really put the pedal to the metal. His foot's gonna have to be to the floor.
When he's catching Costa at a rate of knots here, to be fair. Already passed him.
Flying lap in a row where Captain Dagenvert was at the fastest lap of the race. 3 laps in a row.
Just shows how long he hasn't had like the space and the open track to actually set some lap times. Here we go in the last 10 laps now though.
Yeah, sprint to the finish on here. The 2 Red Bull boys on the new softs will be fast, but it's a question of will the tyres of the guys at the front survive. If they do, that pit stop won't be worth it.
Quite surprised to see Man still driving 23 laps on those hards. B17's done well for a bit of a recovery drive, back up to 5th though. This Connor on those softs is absolutely obliterating the gap between him and Luke Chard. Now down to 3 and a bit seconds.
Just looking down the list slightly here, so obviously like Luke Chard's got Connor closing in. Connor and Geke, I'd expect to see them 2 fighting. So Costa and Geke even.
Oh, Man's in now for softs.
Man's not ready yet. He needs to get the softs on. He's on his hards for an awful long time.
Will he get out in front of E17?
I'd imagine he'll come up behind Connor.
Don't think he will. There was a big gap between E17 and Luke Chard of about 12 seconds.
Connor fastest lap 13.6. He's rocketing. Let's find out.
Another man that can't really afford to hang around now is Connor, chasing down all the points he can get.
You were right. I was very much wrong. Connor behind Man, but Man is behind B17. Luke Chard between the 2 of them. Connor needs to clear him fast. Luke Chard's been on a hard time for 14 laps, so he's not going to have the pace really to match the Red Bull Man.
Yeah, Connor now down to less than half a second. We'll see this move coming up in a second. We'll go down and ride on board with him. As he's right up the chuff of the Aston Martin.
I'm just trying not to react to the chuff. I'm just trying not to react, but...
You can't not react to the chuff.
Yeah, to be fair, Connor does love that chuff. Especially when it's raining. He likes a wet chuff.
That's it. Connor is now going to be on a mission to catch Man.
Yeah, he's going to have to really push. 3.5 seconds is the gap.
I think this is the bit where he might struggle, because obviously they're both on very similar tyres now.
Yeah, Man's is slightly newer. Man had good pace on those very old hards, so I'd imagine Man's pace on the soft would be at least competitive. We've got a yellow flag, end of the first sector. It's Costin. He's gone at turn 3. Another one. He's got it going now.
Well, you know, the result you thought we were going to get, you're only one place off so far. I think we might just have 11 finishes at this rate.
Yeah, I was 12 finishes and 4 safety cars. We've had 3 safety cars and so far 11 runners. Well, I think I'm getting quite average at this prediction malarkey. Not good enough though.
Quite surprised. I definitely thought that a few more of the crashes definitely would have been safety cars. So we will ride on board with Man now as he's closing the gap down to E17. So Man's managed to close down that gap really well, but Connor's really struggling to close down that 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, he's not. If anything, I think he's lost about a tenth or 2 over this lap as well. Man is right up behind, or right up the shelf of, as I should say, B17. Really at the back of that Alfa Romeo now. The Sprinter van versus the Giulietta.
Do you have a nice Alfa?
You've mentioned it a couple of times. I'm starting to think that you drive for them. I'm starting to think you might drive for Alfa Romeo.
You know what? I don't know where you'd get that sort of feeling from, but
oh, maybe I'm just going off on a crazy whim. Oh, B17 lost it at the chicane. Man is through. That was a gift.
Tell you what, that little twitch is definitely giving Connor some room there to catch up. Now down to 2.2 seconds, and E17's in the pits.
E17's pitting. He's clearly had enough of that 10-lap medium stint. Percy would have just gone to the end if I were him.
Connor up to 5th place. He'll be loving it up there. We wish he was probably where he was before on those hards. Quite surprised he pitted again, to be fair. I mean, for the likes of Dakar Verbal and they've almost got like a free pit stop now behind them.
Yeah, if you're DAC convertible right now, you just start easing off the pace and going to the end. The 3 seconds 38's got, plus the 6 second gap to him. You can afford to just start tiptoeing. Paolo Costa doing a cracking job on that stint on mediums, sorry, on hards, but he's not going to go anywhere. And Man, obviously, if Man can catch Paolo Costa before the end of the race, that will be an impressive feat.
And we've got people coming in the comments asking about the tyres. I'm pretty sure Dakar will start on soft, so definitely be able to finish on these mediums.
Yeah, I think the medium should go to the end, but we need to start tiptoeing a little bit just to not risk it. Not for a chocolate biscuit anyway.
No, I definitely think he needs to start taking it easy now. A bit of coasting will do him some good. With like 6 seconds behind him to 38, he can afford to lose a bit of time just to actually make sure he can get it home in the next 5 laps.
Yeah, definitely worth just avoiding a few curbs, tiptoeing a little bit.
A lot of lift and coast.
Another yellow flag in the middle sector. It's clear now.
We've got Geke catching up to the back of E17, both on softs now, but Geke's got 6 laps on his.
Man's not catching Paolo Costa anywhere near as quickly as I was thinking he was going to, but he has dropped Connor. Connor's now 6 behind him, so I think Connor's going to have to settle for 5th. Man really, I think by pitting he's given up his chance. Well, that's not what I say by pitting, he had to pit, but by pitting as late as he did, has allowed Paolo Costa, who's played a blind on strategy, to take a podium opportunity. That convertible, meanwhile, was just on a Sunday drive on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, to be fair, Paul Acosta and to be fair, all the top 3 on older tyres now, so their strategies have definitely worked out well for them.
It's been a good week for the Willy boys, you know. Tier 1 went quite well. I can't say much more because that would be being a bit less than humble. Tonight, Paolo Costa's having a fairly respectable drive in P3. Viva Team Williams. A happy week. Bergen joined me on the podium in Tier 1.
No, if only this is a sort of performance to take up all out in real life, then we could see like the return of Williams. Yeah,
that'd be great. I'd love to see that.
Same. I think everybody would love a
well,
Williams podium.
Commentators that like that. The other commentators always seem to think low of the Willy boys.
I'd love to see I'd love to see a big return for the Willy boys.
Yes. Oh, Connor's picked up a 3-second penalty. It shouldn't affect the race too much. He's dropped too far off of man anyway.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty sizable gap to Luke. Sorry, to B17 even.
I'm pretty sure this is probably the way the race is going to finish now. Massive gaps up and down the field, apart from...
Is that the commentator's curse that you just dropped in there?
Quite possibly, but you know, closest battle is for 8th place between Geke and Costin. I can't really see much changing from here. I might be wrong, there could be a big smash up somewhere, but I question that with the gaps that are going on, people are probably all lifting and coasting now.
Yeah. Finishing here is definitely an achievement.
Unless Geke's going to go for a move on the chart.
Should be an achievement.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Context, any.
Any.
No comment. Yeah, so Luke Charles there. Costin as well is having a bit of fun. 3 different tyre compounds on those 4 cars, 3 cars even. Ooh, Costin on the outside.
I think we'll go down and watch that battle as it's going on.
Getting hot between these guys. Ooh, Costin's up the inside of Geke. It was a bit of a lunge, but he's made it. Bit of a lunge from the Haas. And Costin will fancy his chances of getting past Luke now. Geke's softs have definitely just burnt out. I think Costin's mediums have got just enough grip, and Luke's hards, I think, are right on the edge of their performance envelope.
Yeah, I think Geke may have pushed too hard on his laps on the softs, so he's
thinking
about a move.
Oh, he's up there. Oh, Costin's defended well there. Just got enough on the brakes. Oh, Costin right up the chuff of Luke Chard.
Yeah, definitely think Luke's struggling on 20 lap old hards there.
I think if Costin was any closer, he would be able to pick the gears himself with his hands in the back of the Aston Martin.
Probably, but Geke's not dropping off. He still wants to be part of this fight.
This is the only fight on track now. So
literally the closest 3 drivers we've got.
Screen time is always given to those who are fighting. Sorry, Dak Convertible, I know you're winning, mate, but this is kind of more impressive. Ooh, we've got a yellow flag. I believe it's Gibb. I think Gibbs had another moment. He's not had his best day today. He's had a few moments. He's in one of those tracks where, frankly, it's just too easy to lose at any moment. Oh, the Rebels alongside the Haas. Costin and Geke side by side.
Ooh, Geke thought about a move up the inside there. Would have been brave.
Tell you what, Costin just put a wheel on the gravel going through the final corner. That's given some room to breathe for Luke Chard, and Geke's all over him like a tramp on chips. Or me on chips when I'm... same thing, really.
This fight's just going to help Luke Chard just keep plodding away with those hards.
Ooh, Geke's just got the inside. Runs turn 2. Geke should hold this. Oh, collision! Looks like some damage for the Haas. In fact, yes, Costin's definitely got front wing end plate damage. I can see it.
Definitely not what you want on the last lap, but I think that should be the end of that fight now. Maybe one for the stewards, but...
Yeah, if I'd expect to see that stewards room later. Costin can't keep it barely on track there. Luke Charles got just enough gap to probably make it home. We've got late pit stop from Chelsea. Bit of a weird one. Bit late for a fastest lap attempt. Anyway, Dak Convertible's halfway around his final rotation of the course. He is leading after all. Probably should give him a little bit of screen time.
Well, you know, we'll bounce back up. We'll be nice.
Yeah, I think it would be nice to show the Iron Brew McLaren superstars. He's just set a purple middle sector on the last lap. Is he going for a fast lap attempt?
Honestly, wouldn't surprise me right now.
If he's even saving battery and tyres just for a little showboat. Oh, Gibbs had another moment in the first sector. He's turned 3 again. But Jack Convertible comes
Here he comes across. Takes the win.
Doesn't take the fastest lap though. He's only 10th off his personal best, so he was going for it.
Doesn't he already have the fastest lap though?
No, I've lost count here. I think Connor took it actually. Pretty sure Connor took it.
Let's see if we've got time to go through the spectator menu and we'll find out.
Got Paolo Costa in 3rd. He's just coming through the final corner now. Fine drive from him and
nope.
the hard tyre.
Fastest lap, Jack Convertible.
Oh, it was. I'll take it back. Fair play. Paolo Costa made a strategy call on the one-stop work brilliantly. Fantastic from him. Man comes home to take 4th. And Connor's just going through the final corner. He'll take 5th. He'll be a little bit disappointed, I think, having been in the fight for the win earlier on.
Yeah, strategy's just not worked out the best.
Oh, B17 stole the fastest lap on the last lap. 113.3.
Didn't see that coming. That's a great lap.
Yes, not bad at all. Alfa Romeo taking some spoils for the team back in Hinwil. Jackie takes 7th for Red Bull. Luchard takes 8th. Cost him with quite a bit of damage for his front wing. Well, a lack of front wing actually, I should say the whole thing's gone. He'll take 9th. There we are.
There's the race. You were close, but 11 cars finished.
I know 3 safety cars. There's 1 off on each. Tell you what, that's a shame.
And man gets the game's driver of the day, but don't forget to get involved for who you want to vote for your driver of the day. The link should be in the description.
Who are you going for today?
You know what, I'd have to go for Jack Convertible. I mean, he had a really early pit stop, which we thought was going to take him out the race, to be fair. But the strategy just worked for him. He fought his way back to the field. A couple of close battles right at the end and comfortably held the lead.
I'd agree with you. It's hard to look past Paolo Costa. I thought he'd done 1 stop. It turns out he's done 5 stops. It came from 11th to 3rd with 5 stops. And man doing a 2 stop to go from last to 4th. I'd personally go for one of those 2.
To be fair, I didn't realise they'd started so low down, but yeah, those are also 2 great bids for fastest lap.
Yeah, but if you have an opinion, please drop it into the Driver of the Day poll. We'd love to see it.
But that is it from us tonight here in Tier 4 for the Netherlands. Thank you for joining. If you are still watching, you haven't subscribed already, please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future races. But that is it from me and Chris. So it's a goodbye from me.
Bye from me.